what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's talk Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 4, Sand, Sun, and Spouses. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel, thumbsing up the video if you enjoy this particular piece of content, and then hop into the comment section so we can discuss everything that happened in tonight's episode. For Married at First Sight, I like to do separate videos for each couple because it's one, easier to take notes on, you can get more detailed on the couples and everything that happened with them, and two, it is for your benefit. There is always one couple that you do not care about every season. You don't have to listen to the commentary about them. All right, so be sure to check out the other 4 videos from tonight's episode for each of the other couples. But for today, for right now, let's talk Justin and Alexis. We wake up the next morning. Justin said he watched her sleep. She then made an R. Kelly reference. They're both extremely happy, okay? They both like each other. They both say that they find the other attractive. I say they say that because Alexis made it very clear to us that she matched with him on Hinge and then kind of like avoided him and ignored him. So do you really like him or not? They then exchange phone numbers and they go through this long drawn out skit of him asking for her phone number, her saying, I got a man already, my dude is 6'8", and they're going on and on and on about it, and it went on 2 minutes too long. I feel like some people don't know how to like cut it, you know what I mean? People don't know how to come to a natural stop, so they kept going on and on. She adds her name and number to his phone, they take a picture, he got the little bird chest out. All bad. Everything is bad. So then Alexis goes to meet with Justin's mom and I think that was his friend. So she immediately says, your son is still celibate. Alexis, what's going on? What's going on with this? Do you have a problem with the celibacy? Because if you have a problem with the fact that Justin that Justin was celibate, then that's something that the two of you need to discuss when the cameras are off, preferably on your own time. But every time that you are around somebody else and the topic of sex comes up or consummation or anything like that, you don't need to tell everybody that he's celibate. Why do you think his mama even knew that he was celibate? That's the thing. Maybe his mom had no idea. Maybe the other lady that was there had no idea Justin was celibate. I don't understand this. Like, grow the fuck up. My God. So she then asks, why did his first engagement not go through? The mom said that she doesn't know. They went out, she was with the girl, they went looking for dresses, and then the next thing you know, Justin called and told her that the wedding was off, the marriage was off. He was very upset about it. Something about that story seems odd to me. I know we'll never really get to find out exactly what happened, but something about that seems off to me. Maybe it's just me. Something's not really rotating the way it should rotate for me, at least. So they then ask her, has she ever been engaged? She said she's been proposed to 3 times. She said each and every time she got in her own way, she wasn't ready. She kind of basically sabotaged herself in regards to that. So they then ask her, how will she combat, when a relationship gets kind of stale, when a relationship gets boring? Alexis said that she would never get up and run. And I really wish she would stop saying that, because you just met this man the day before. There could be a red flag, a huge red flag, a deal breaker, an incident, a scenario. Anything can happen that can cause you to want to step away from this marriage. So the fact that she keeps saying, I ain't going nowhere, I'm never going to run, never going to break his heart. I don't know why she Like that is her default. It almost feels like Alexis is saying that because she thinks that's what she is supposed to say. She thinks that if she says that, then that's going to get her in good with the mom, and then she doesn't have to worry about whatever red flags that she has. It's I don't get it. I don't get it. Justin then meets up with Alexis' sisters and her mom. They all got the same face. Everybody looks alike. So one of Alexis' sisters said, "You can tell a lot about someone when they are angry." So she asks him, how does he handle himself in anger? He gives a very typical answer that, he's never gonna, that he takes a step away. He said that he's a very sensitive person. He's emotional. He cries a lot. If she cries, he's gonna cry with her. He's gonna do everything that he can to make her feel the best that she can feel. He said that he's a pleaser. He said that, he wants to please people emotionally, he said physically, sexually. And again, Justin, why are you always, what is with y'all always talking about sex in mixed company like this? There's no need for you to say your goal is to please her sexually to her sisters and her mom. There's absolutely no reason for you to say that. Is it me? Is it me? But I'm like, what is going on? What is going on with this couple? So they then talk. Her other sister mentions how they're very strong women. Their mom raised them to be very outspoken, to speak up for themselves. So how is that going to fare if you label yourself as a pleaser? Don't do so much that you're letting yourself get walked over. You know what I mean? Because I think they want you to take care of their sister, but they also don't want you to be a doormat to where she doesn't have any type of growth within herself as well. So then he says that he's only a pleaser if it's reciprocated. I said, okay, Justin. Okay. In Mexico, we're talking with the group. Everyone is now meeting everybody. Kumbaya. Yay. And they go around, they decide to talk about all their first impressions of each other. Alexis said that it's weird because when she first saw Justin, she realized that they had matched on Hinged. Okay? And she kind of like ignored him, but now she feels like if I would have, contacted him, we could have been married 4 months ago. I want Alexis to stop talking. I do. I don't know who's more annoying when they talk, Alexis or Justin at this point. So then she brings up, Justin's celibate. Who asked you? Who asked you? So then it turns into her saying how like hard it is on her because they have sexual chemistry and they have this connection, and she's not celibate but he is, and it's just so hard on her. So then Justin wants to let everybody know how hard he was when he woke up. Justin proceeds to tell the group, because when I woke up, y'all, woo, I had to get up, and it's like, Justin, you're acting like a 10-year-old boy that had his first wet dream and woke up aroused the next morning. What's going on? I'm concerned about the emotional maturity with Justin. We know that Justin has constantly said in the past that women look at him as a piece of meat. They only want him because they think he got a third leg and all these other type of things. And it's starting to appear more as if you go in and you constantly talk about what's between your legs and you talk about sex all the time. And I am willing to bet $1,000 that Justin has turned these women off because he is constantly talking about sex, making probably inappropriate sexual innuendos, etc., etc. Why did you feel that it was appropriate to tell this group of people that you woke up hard? Why did you think it was appropriate to now say that twice on camera? Oh, I'm ashy. Why you gonna tell me? Why do you think it is appropriate to say this in front of these other women? Why did you think this was appropriate for you to then demonstrate how you got out of bed? Then you didn't say that, just Alexis touching you just sends a joke through my body. Damn it! I'm getting so irritated. I don't want to hear nan else about them having sex. Nan else about it. And then we get to see later on in the episode with the trailer that it looks like Justin is controlling. He don't want her going out. He don't want her doing this. Justin, please. Because she can flick your little ass somewhere and tell you to sit down. I bet they end up working out though. I bet they end up staying together. Let me know how you guys feel about Alexis and Justin. Something about them is very, very odd. We know that they both lack maturity. They both lack, I think, emotional maturity, and I think they both are lacking sexual maturity as well. Justin gives the vibe of somebody that does not have sex. Justin gives the vibe of somebody that is a virgin. Because I have never met a man that is constantly talking about what's between his legs and how he can do it, and then what's going on. Oh, I'm a piece of meat, but no, I'm celibate. This doesn't make sense. It's so contradictory that it's laughable at this point. Let me know what you guys feel about Justin and Alexis, and I will catch you guys in the next one.